afternoon everyone. Welcome back in my channel Dr. Satyendra Kumar. Dear friends, if you want this type of videos related to mathematics for higher level, then you need to subscribe, share and like my videos and my channel. Today we will discuss application of analytic function to flow problem and Milne-Thomson method. Now some article and analytic function which analytic function with constant modulus is constant. Proof: an analytic function with constant modulus is constant. To prove this, let fz equal u plus iv is an analytic function with constant modulus. Then fz modulus equal u plus iv modulus, this is equal to constant, that is under root u square plus v square equal to c, squaring both sides, u square plus v square equal to c square, equation number first. Now partial differential with respect to x, above equation we get 2u del x plus 2v del v upon del x equal to 0. Now u del u upon del x plus v del v upon del x equal to 0, equation number 2. Similarly, partial differential with respect to y, in equation 2, in equation 1, 2u del u del y plus 2v del v del y equal 0. Now u del u upon del y plus v del v upon del y equal to 0. But we know that this is equation number 3. We know that for an analytic function, CR equations, del u upon del x is equal to del v upon del y and del u upon del y equal minus del v upon del x. Now apply this. U del u upon del y minus del v upon del x plus del v upon del y del u upon del x equal to 0. Say equation number 4. Now is squaring and adding to equation number 2 and 4. Equation number 2 squaring plus adding equation number 4. Then we get u square del u upon del x का whole square plus minus del v upon del x whole square plus v square del v upon del x का whole square plus del u upon del x का whole square equal to 0. Now the multiple terms are cancelled both due to this we have positive terms or we have negative terms. Imply u square del u upon del x whole square plus del v upon del x whole square plus v square del u upon del x whole square plus del v upon del x whole square. This is equal to 0. This is common. Now we get del u upon del x whole square plus del v upon del x whole square into u square plus v square. This is equal to 0. But u square plus v square is not equal to 0. Now del u upon del x whole square plus del v upon del x whole square, this will be 0. Imply dw upon dz whole square, dw upon dz whole square, this is equal to 0. Now implies f dash z modulus square will be 0. That is f dash z will be 0. Imply fz is constant. This is the constant function. This is proved. Now next article, application of analytic function to flow problem. Let the two-dimensional irrotation motion two-dimensional irrotational motion of an incompressible fluid in planes parallel to xy plane. Let v be the velocity. Let v be the velocity of a fluid particle as follows. Velocity v equal to vxi plus vyj. Now we use analytic function in flowing fluid. We consider v the velocity of flowing fluid particle as follows. Since motion is rotational, there exists a scalar function phi xy such that vector v minus del phi, where del equal to I del upon del x plus j del upon del y. So this will be minus del phi upon del xi minus del phi del yj, position of vector of fluid particle represented by equation number first, velocity represented by equation number 1 in velocity component, or this is the phi component. Now comparing equation number 1 and equation number 2, we get Vx equal minus del phi upon del x, comma Vy equal minus del phi upon del y. This is represented by equation number 3. That is scalar function phi xy, which gives the velocity component. Velocity component is called velocity potential function, or simply velocity potential. Now nature of fluid is incompressible, since fluid is incompressible, implies divergence V will be 0. Now del dot V will be 0. That is I del upon del x plus j del upon del y dot Vxi plus Vj Vyj, this will be 0. Now del Vx upon del x plus del Vy upon del y will be 0. Putting the value of velocity component Vx and Vy from equation number 3. Del upon del x minus del phi upon del x plus del upon del y, value of Vy minus del phi upon del y. This equal to 0, implies minus del 2 phi upon del x2 minus del 2 phi upon del y2, this is equal to 0, imply del 2 phi upon del x2 plus del 2 phi upon del y2 equal to 0. Imply phi is harmonic, phi is harmonic every function satisfy Laplace equation is said to be harmonic. Therefore phi is harmonic and can be treated as a real part of an analytic function and psi is imaginary and psi xy is imaginary. Phi is a harmonic and can be treated as a real part of analytic function, and similarly we take psi xy is imaginary part of function such that इस प्रकार से let W equal Fz equal phi xy plus I psi xy. Phi is a real part of function or psi is a imaginary part of function, but Fz is an analytic function. Therefore phi and psi can be considered part of analytic and part of analytic, then it should be CR equation also satisfied. So by CR equation del phi upon del x equal del psi upon del y and del phi upon del y equal minus del psi upon del x. Now differentiate with respect to y. The partial differentiate with respect to y in equation. So del 2 psi del y2 equal to del 2 phi del y del x. Similarly in this equation partial differentiation with respect to x. So del 2 psi del x2 equal minus del 2 phi del x del y. Now this minus del 2 phi del y del x can be written as value of del 2 phi del y del x put here. Now we get del 2 psi del x2 equal minus del 2 psi del y2 implies del 2 psi upon del x2 plus del 2 psi del y2 equal to 0. Now we can say that our imagining or hypothesis कि psi is a imaginary part of function is a valid due to psi is a harmonic, imply psi will be harmonic. Psi will be harmonic function. We can say phi and psi both are conjugate harmonic function. Both are conjugate harmonic function to each other. we have phi xy equal to C1 is known as equipotential line curve. Equipotential line curve, and psi xy equal to C2 is known as streamline curve. Streamline curve, and psi xy is known as stream function. Then we can write W equal Fz equal phi xy plus I psi xy is a meaningful due to our proof, and W is known as complex potential of fluid. Now dW upon dz equal to del phi upon del x plus I del psi upon del x. Then del phi upon del x. Now by CR equation, the value of del psi upon del x equal minus k del phi upon del y. Then the value of this equal to minus I del phi upon del y. This will be put the value of del phi upon del x equal to minus Vx minus I, the value of del phi upon del y minus Vy. Now dW upon dz equal minus Vx plus I Vy. Now magnitude of dW upon dz, this equal to under root Vx square plus Vy square, which is the resultant velocity of fluid flow, which is resultant velocity of fluid flow. Now this is the application of fluid flow. Note, in the study of electrostatics, and gravitational fluid and gravitational field, the curve phi xy equal to C1 and psi xy equal to C2 are called equipotential line and line of force respectively. Line of force respectively. In heat flow problems, the curves phi xy equal to c1 and psi xy equal to c2 are known as isothermal and heat flow line. Respectively. Now, Milne-Thomson method. Milne, M-I-L-N-E apostrophe S, Milne-Thomson method. Such method determine analytic function fz in terms of z. Now, method can be used as follows. Phi z fz in terms of z determination. So fz equal to integral bracket phi 1 z comma 0 minus I psi 2 z comma 0 bracket close dz, where phi 1 z0 equal to del u upon del x by putting at x equal to z, y equal to 0, and psi 2 z0 equal to del u upon del y by putting at x equal to z, y is equal to 0. This is the Milne-Thomson method. Now, to show for del 2 z upon del z bar equal del 2 upon del x2 plus del 2 upon del y2. Prove. Since z equal to x plus iy, then complex conjugate can be written as z bar x minus i bar x minus iy. Now adding both, then we get 2x equal z plus z bar. Now x equal to z plus z bar upon 2. Similarly, we subtract z minus z bar, then we get 2iy equal z minus z bar. Now y is equal to z minus z bar upon 2i, that is y equal to minus z I upon 2 plus I z bar upon 2. Now we take del upon del z equal to del upon del x upon del z plus del upon del y or del y upon del z. Since z is the function of x and y, now differentiation of z, del upon del x upon del z plus del upon del y upon del z. Now putting the value of del x upon del z here, the value of del x upon del z equal to 1 upon 2. Now 1 upon 2 del upon del x, the del y upon del z equal to minus I by 2 del upon del y. So clear? Del upon del z. This is equation number first. Similarly, we can calculate del upon del z bar. So del upon del z bar is equal to del upon del x upon del z bar plus del upon del y upon del z bar. Now del x upon del z bar 1 upon 2 del upon del x as it. Now del y upon del z bar, this is equal to plus I by 2 del upon del y as it. This is equal to value of del upon del z bar represented by equation number 2. Now equation number 1 and equation number 2 both are multiplied. Equation number 1 multiplied by equation number 2, then we get del 2 z bar equal 1 upon 2, that is 1 upon 4 common. Then we get del 2 upon del x2 plus del 2 upon del y2. For this, for del 2 upon del z bar, this is equal to del 2 upon del x2 plus del 2 upon del y2. This is the proof.